Hey guys, welcome to YakShaver Sprint 75 review. Let's get started. So the last sprint, our goal was to finish Event Storming 2.0 and to figure out what framework we're using. So we finished off Event Storming 2.0 with the done video, and we've also figured out what framework we're going to use, and we're going with Tauri. So timesheet, Stephen and Zeno had 1 day off. I had most of the days. Baba had most of the days. Tom was on client for 3 days. And that's it. And on to the PBIs. So the first one was our sprint goal, event storming. So me, Baba, Stephen, Tom, and Rick also had some input in this one. We went through the whole system and decided the flow for what YakShaver 2.0 would be like from start to end. Here's just a brief overview of what it looks like. There's a done video here. I can paste it in the chat and you can have a look at your own time after this. Any questions on that one?
How long's the video?
It's 9 minutes.
Will that give a kind of a full flow of what the application will be like to use, or it's more like how it'll work behind the scenes?
It'll be kind of like the user experience for the happy path for YakShaver 2.0.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, ping that to me. Maybe put that link when we upload this video, put that in the description of the video as well, because that's how
I can do that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Let me note that down so don't forget.
Cool.
My trusty notepad.
And Stephen, on that PBI, where it has the video, can you just put the number of minutes after it, like we usually do?
Okay. So which video you are referring to?
The done video for event storming.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? Or am I good to move on?
No, that's good. Thank you.
Next one is
sorry.
Yes.
Did you read the SSW rule on an event storming?
Initially, I didn't, but when Rick had a look through the PBI, he forwarded me the rule, and I had a look at the rule and read through it.
Right. And who did you do event storming with?
I did it with basically the whole YakShaver team. So me, Stephen, Bala,
Right.
Tom, Zeno, and Rick was also part of.
All right. I think that together you should have a quick look at that rule just to see if there were things you could have done differently. I think there's a video there with William Liebenberg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I think we can have a look afterwards and have like a small retro about this.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Next is a very small bug fix. So YouTube videos have a title limit of 100 characters, and this is just quickly fixes it. So if the title ever goes past 100 characters for a YouTube video, it will just truncate it.
Cool.
Because before we were having issues with that.
Yep, makes sense.
This next one is so this one is a pretty important fix. So Adam, I saw that you had trouble accessing a video, and that's because the video link expired. And that was on me. I forgot to renew the SharePoint links. And Callum suggested instead of doing that, where I was in charge of remembering stuff, I could just create a timer that runs it in the background. So that's what I did. And I've also made the function a bit better so that it handles throttling a bit better.
Right.
Handles what, sorry?
Like throttling, because we're doing too many calls at once, and then the Microsoft API will slow us down a bit.
So is that just a fix for the SSW implementation, or is that for anyone using SharePoint for host videos?
Because currently all videos go to our SharePoint folder, it's kind of a fix for all videos.
Okay,
right
cool.
now.
All right.
Yeah.
And what happens when a customer has their own tenant? Will this raise its ugly head again?
Yeah, so they'll need to be in charge of that part.
So at the moment, customer tenants use our SharePoint for video storage.
Correct.
Right.
But we can configure it to point at customer SharePoints.
Mm-hmm.
And Lewis, when that happens, this will raise its ugly head again.
Yes.
Can't
So
we
the first
renew
time
customer links in the same way that we renew SSW links? Because we'd have the connection to their SharePoint to put the video there in the first place, right?
Yeah, I guess at that point we can make we can make the change to point it to theirs as well.
Is that worth saving now, or is there some architectural changes coming that'll make that obsolete?
Uh,
Probably worth shaving now, because I imagine
Yeah,
we're going to
probably.
have customers onboarding right now who are using their own SharePoint or want to use their own SharePoint and will need this feature. So, and I imagine it won't be too hard to implement, right? It's basically the same thing with a different connection.
yeah, different connecting.
Okay,
I
someone want
can-
to share that now?
Yeah,
Shave it,
I
sorry?
can start the capture process. All right, recording in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is a PBI for the YakShaver team. We want to be able to, when a customer is storing videos on their own SharePoint, to automatically refresh the SharePoint link, because otherwise the link will expire. This is the same as what's that, issue number 2845 that Lewis fixed for SSW, except we want it to work for customer SharePoints as well. Anything else to add? Or are we all good?
No.
That's it. All
Sounds
right.
good.
Thank you.
All right, done.
Yeah, now, Lewis, this isn't easy, but the first time that, I sent an email, you fixed it, and then it came up again and you fixed it, and then we decided to fix all of them. You make a script, you fix them, and then it comes up again, you say, I'll run it every 3 months. And now you fixed it, put it in, but it hasn't really fixed it because other customers could get it. So yeah, I'm not, it's not easy, but you've got to kind of try to do systems thinking that, okay, does this rely on me doing it every 3 months now, or, that type of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think that I think it was mentioned that it would be timer triggered, and then I just kind of slipped out of my mind.
Right.
Yeah. We good to move on?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Next is a bug with the YakShaver website. The mobile responsiveness issues. Baba, do you want to go through some of the fixes that you did?
Yeah, sure. So pricing page on YakShaver.ai had some issues on mobile. So the width of cars wasn't consistent enough, and the gap were big. So I reduced the gap and made consistent width and fixed tables. So now they have scrolling functionality. So the columns will not overlap with each other on mobile.
Right. I would prefer a done video upload to YouTube where you flick through all the different pages and,
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe you explain just one page, but I think it'd be better to show a few of the key ones.
Noted.
All right.
Any questions? So
No, all good.
Good. Okay. The next one is another one for YakShaver AI. It's a really small one. So we've removed the Chrome extension Try It Now here. But there's no credit card required. Doesn't make sense anymore. So I've just removed it. Really quick fix. The next one is a watermark application failure. Stephen, do you want to talk about this fix that you did to the watermark feature?
Yeah, sure. This issue only happens on the production environment, and we think it's a race condition. And in the end, we narrowed down to the deployment slot because we have 2 deployment slots running at the same time. Although the traffic being directed only one slot, but there's background service for both of slots are running at the same time. So they're both pulling from the service bus. So if the message is being pulled from the inactivated app, the activate app, it will be like waiting for that message indefinitely until it's timed out. So the solution is after we swap the deployment slot, we stop one of the running app and only leave one production running. And after that, we get the solid result of watermarks. Any questions?
Not from me.
Okay. All right. Last one is screenshot prompt improvement. So there was an issue where sometimes screenshots weren't being taken when they were probably supposed to be from their context. So I've just improved the prompt on that and then added tests for it.
Okay, beautiful. So what, sometimes, like we'd say, you can see here on the screen, and then it just wouldn't take a screenshot. So you just fix that up a bit.
Yeah, so like explicit calls would trigger it. But if you went like this thing here, like very vague,
got it.
it would.
So yeah, if you were explicit enough, it would do it, but it wasn't picking up nuance.
Yes. Yeah. So that's all for this.
It hasn't overcorrected, you know, like it's not taking screenshots when it's, you know, obviously not supposed to.
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll see how we go.
I've tried to be like, yeah, I've added some tests that were like seeing what it would do, and it seemed to be working as expected. But
nice.
We'll see. Any other questions for the PBIs?
No, that's great. Thank you.
No. Okay, cool. Code coverage dropped a little bit for 0.1% to 27.6. We had 2 production deployments, production releases this week. Application health looks good, 100% availability. There was a spike in failed requests. This was a web scraper, and I think that was fine. And yeah, everything else was normal. For the monthly usage, Eddie at the top.
Oh no, Eddie, you bastard!
And then Adam, Yuli, Jules, Chloe, Hark, Josh, and then Brady.
Go, Stephen. Is that tests or is that real stuff?
Yeah, that when I was debugging the risk condition, I created a lot of testing PBIs.
You should say yes, yes, it was.
Cool. Oh no, Adam's beat me as well. Oh man, I'm slipping.
Yeah. For the product roadmap, we had a change in the YakShaver agent epic. We will probably see a drop next week, as we'll be creating more PBIs for this. Backlog stats, we had the same amount of PBIs. We had a larger percentage of PBIs created with the YakShaver label, which is good. More PBIs completed, so the change is +12.
It's still positive. It's worrying that it's forever positive. This is an ever-growing backlog.
Yes.
We need some kind of way of auto pruning. I'm not sure how, but
yeah, there's quite a lot of duplicates in there.
Yeah, that's the feature we need.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
For R&D, we have the spike for the different frameworks, and we had the event storming. For AI tools, yes.
Rather than loop through every single person on the AI tools, can you just give an overview of kind of what you're learning between team members?
We had. Yeah, so there was a few changes for the AI tools. So for me, I've started to use VS Code and GitHub Copilot, and with GitHub MCP, just because I also want to. It's also good to see what it can do and what it can't do. And Callum has been using the Perplexity Comet browser as well.
Yeah, I've got that too, but I haven't used it yet. I've also been using Replit. I'm finally getting on the vibe coding bandwagon.
Nice.
Soon I'll be able to do your guys' jobs. Any second now. Any second.
Any day.
Maybe not just yet.
The tenant stats. So we had 2 additional tenants. So it either installed the extension or goes through Portal. However, we had no.
Anyone know who those tenants are or how that happened? Because they're not through me.
Yeah. So these tenants get created when they install the extension as well.
But the link to install the extension's gone, isn't it?
Oh, they just find it on Teams, the Teams marketplace.
Are we talking about the Chrome extension?
No,
Can you
we're
put
talking
it
about
back?
No,
the
just Teams.
Teams.
Teams
The Teams
extension.
app.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's not a
Okay.
Teams extension, right? It's a Teams app.
Yeah, got it.
Can you put in brackets via Teams Marketplace or via Teams apps?
Is that where they're all from?
Not all of them are like,
Do we know where each one comes from?
no, because the setup is the same.
Okay, so it's a guess. All right, no worries. All good.
Yeah.
Good to see more shaves.
We have no additional active tenants. Yeah, we got 5 more shaves this week from other tenants, and we have 31 more shaves from SSW. For Copilot stats, so I talked the most, then Callum and Tom, Stephen and Baba.
You
And the
talk the most
main-
in what? You need to give
In
context.
the review,
Sprint review. Okay.
And
sprint
retro,
review, I
sorry.
talked the most, and retro, yes. So in that review and retro, the main action point to work on next is to create the PBIs and ADR for Tauri, which is in the next sprint.
So have we decided to go with Tari?
Yes, it
Okay.
was decided on a vote we had Dan.
And Tari's like
Anton
a
and-
mobile, desktop app framework, is it?
Yeah.
And does that mean we're using Rust as well? Is that right?
Yeah, it'll be a Rust backend, but we're gonna just try to minimize the amount of Rust we use, just for the most basic, like screen recording, everything that needs it. And I guess this probably needs more discussion on what exactly will go to be sent to the API and what is written in Rust. But in my head,
Nice.
we're gonna just minimize the amount of Rust we need to write. For the sprint retro, sorry, any questions on the
No, good.
these?
Thank you.
For the sprint retro, so what went well? So there's some new action buttons on the My Shaves page. There's a rating up, thumbs down, and a retry shave feature on our My Shaves page. And some things that looks amazing. For Stephen, the watermark race condition has been fixed and the event storming is finished. Callum mentioned that we got through most of the committed items and we dragged in an extra item despite the CTF circus distractions, and we're making progress on YakShaver 2.0. And I mentioned that there were no major bug reports from Copenhagen, which was a positive. What didn't go well? Yeah, we found.
Can you put
yes.
NDC Copenhagen?
What didn't go well? Callum mentioned that we fumbled the launch email due to the lack of email consent, and what needs to improve, we should raise suggestions from Microsoft to streamline Dynamics load capture, and we've created a PBI for
Is
this.
it load capture
that should
or
be
lead capture?
lead
Oh,
capture. That's a
lead capture.
typo on my part.
And we've done this. We've created a PBI for this for the marketing team to work on.
So have we sent out the email?
Louis in the process of fixing them right now.
Okay. All right, cool.
Cool. Any other questions on that?
I have a question for Adam. Adam, how'd you go with the YakShaver booth and everything?
Well, I think I'll pass it over to Eddie and Brady.
Hello. Yeah, pretty well. I think people are very excited to see YakShaver. Every time I pitched it, like they were like, "That's a great idea." I think the main concern for a lot of people was that there were devs and they felt as though they didn't have much kind of pull within their company to move to a product like this. They're a bit worried about like setup might be difficult and kind of onboarding. And there were also concerns about GDPR, which is like the data privacy regulations in Europe. Because there were a few big companies who have governments as clients and whatever. So they said, I think one person said that it would be ideal if they could do a full self-host, like a fully air-gapped YakShaver. I'm not sure if that's possible. It sounds like it might be a lot of work, but yeah, there is definitely a lot of interest. Yeah, it's pretty eye-opening.
Nice. I just thought,
Another
obviously,
potential,
sorry, go.
sorry, another potential solution for the
Sorry,
GDPR
before
stuff.
going on, Brady, just hold on. When he says air gapped, he's meaning on premise, and
Yes.
everybody in Europe is not wanting to use the American clouds now. Yeah,
Mm.
and especially the Danes because of the Greenland issue.
Oh,
Fair
funny.
enough.
Yeah.
Does that
so
mean it
pretty
needs to be on-premise?
and-
Don't they have their own LM cloud service that's just hosted in their country?
They do, yeah.
Just use Mistral.
Yeah, they have their own cloud, they have their own whatever. I think there are certain levels of sensitivity, which means the data can't even leave the company's network. But we'll have to look more into that.
We can watch JK's user group about local LMs.
That's right. Yeah, this Wednesday.
And see what we can find out.
I just thought, by the
Yeah.
way, the two new tenants might have been from Eddie and Brady, like from
Possible,
someone
yeah.
who saw it, because now people can hook up their own tenants directly from the website, right? So they might have seen it at the booth.
Brady, what were you going to say?
The other option for the GDPR stuff is redacting the data locally and then sending it to a cloud redacted. That would mean processing the transcript locally.
Hmm.
And that means you probably couldn't upload the whole video either, so no screenshots or anything. But
Unless you had a GDPR compliant platform that you upload the video to, right?
that's right, yeah.
I'm sure that exists. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Good work. Good work, people.
Yeah,
the
we
YakShaver
have
booth.
we have a bunch of leads to give to someone.
Yeah.
I don't know what the process is
Good,
there,
Louis.
but
I guess
I
Sean,
guess. Or John.
yeah, maybe.
depending on what the lead's for, I suppose.
Just make sure if they're added to Dynamics, you tick the box that says they can receive email communications. Because that's why our release
Right.
email didn't go to anyone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, cool.
By the
Any
way,
other
did you find
questions on
out
that?
what backlogs people were using?
GitHub, Jira on-prem, which is a bit weird.
Does
Was there a
Jira
consensus?
on-prem
GitHub.
support MCP?
That's what I asked, and the answer is they'd have to build it, but you
Right.
could.
Well, luckily we can support custom MCPs, or we will be able to.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
Was there a consensus with most people on GitHub or Jira, or what was the feeling?
I'd say a split between GitHub and Jira.
Okay, that's good to know.
Cool. Any other comments or questions before I move on to planning?
No, I'm happy.
Okay, move on to the planning. So for Sprint 76, our goal will be to initialize YakShaver 2.0 Tauri app. And some of the tasks. So we have a few brought over from last sprint. So there's a bug.
Sorry, can I
Yes.
just double check? So we are going to do this before the MCP work, or this has to happen before the MCP work?
Well, we need to run the MCP stuff in an app. So we need to initialize the app before we can do it, yes. The plan with the Tory app is to fail fast. So we want to tackle the areas we're most unsure about first, just to confirm we've got them and they're going to work, and then build out all the other stuff. But obviously the first step before we do anything is initialize the app and make sure, people on Mac and Windows and all that can actually contribute to the code base. That's the first thing. Then once we do that, we can add the MCP stuff. That'll probably be the following sprint after this one.
All right. Can you run past Brooke your plans, because he's done a lot of this work, I think.
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you update the PBI, Lewis, to say get it checked by Brooke or something. That YakShaver
Yep.
2.0 one.
Yeah,
I'll
Brock does
just
a
add
lot
that.
of work in Rust,
Right.
and it might be useful.
Sure.
Yeah, so just a quick summary of some of the changes. We're dragging in stuff from last week. So we're finishing off the spike, which will include creating some of the PBIs and an ADR for this, improving UI for the YakShaver portal. So I think the My Shaves page has a lot of improvements that can be done for it. And we have a few small fixes like including the assignees in the CC list. And we want a way for people to be able to watch the videos on the page on My Shaves without needing to click to the issue and then to the video. So we're going to have that as well, and a few bug fixes.
Nice.
Any questions on that?
Yeah, Stephen, what are you working on?
First, I think I will work on include the assigning in CC list, and also help with. Sorry.
Okay, and why is your name not against that? If that's your plan.
We normally don't assign people. Okay, I can assign for myself, but we
Yeah,
didn't
if you're gonna
discuss
be-
who's gonna do which.
If you're going to be
we-
working on the first one at the top, and assisting Barbara and assisting Tom, then it's fine. But if your plan today is you're going to be working on the CC list, you should be, putting your name against it.
Yeah, and after that, I will be working on the initialized YakShaver 2.0 Tari app.
Right.
I imagine we're going to have more than one person working on that because we want to make
That's
sure
right,
it works
yes.
in both Windows and Mac, right?
Right. I would like Stephen to answer all my emails that I've sent first before he starts working on Tori. There's a bunch of things in there. I'm patiently waiting.
I think I've replied most of them.
No, all of them.
Right. Yeah, I think this is one of the email to
Yes,
include assignees in CC list.
I agree, but I want you to reply to them all before
Okay.
jumping on Tori. Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Question.
other?
Oh yeah, I've got a question. The spike. Investigate on frameworks to build standalone app. I'm confused, probably because I'm not technical. What's the difference between the Towery thing we're doing and the standalone app? What's that?
That's what it is.
Yeah, so that's what it is. We've confirmed that it's Towery, but there were still a few more tasks in there that were to create the PBIs and ADR for it.
Okay, cool, got it. So it's just leftover stuff.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Nice. Vague timeline, I suppose, until we have like a POC for the standalone thing. Like, is this like a couple of weeks? Is this a couple of months? What are you thinking?
Depends how you define a POC, but hopefully
Something we can use internally.
Hopefully in a couple of weeks. I mean, I've already sort of got a POC that I demonstrated on the brainstorming day, but yeah, I guess hopefully a couple of weeks. This week we're setting up the Tori app. Next week, hopefully we can get a basic MCP host running where you can, ideally record a video, process the transcript and run some MCP. There'll probably be some bugs and some things to work out. So maybe an extra week or two to iron that out. But yeah, so I guess maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now we'll have something up and running.
Nice. And my last question is, how happy is Tom about this? Because he's been asking for a rewrite for approximately 18 months now.
He's beaming.
I've never seen him smile that much before.
He does look pretty happy, yeah.
Depends if we take the POC to production again or not.
That's the plan, yeah.
Cool. And that will be all for this sprint review and planning. This will be on the YouTube with all the other videos. Thank you very much for being here, guys. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.